But do you run into some that just don't show up, or they don't show
Occasionally,
up prepared?
They only show up unprepared once.
Okay. Yeah.
If they show up again unprepared, they don't get another gig at RAM because we don't put up with it. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things we tell people. It doesn't matter how good you are, you have to be prepared, you have to be on time, which is very important, and you have to not be a pain in the ass. Because if you're a pain in the ass to either the RAM staff or the sound guy or the guy doing the booking, you're not going to get another job there.
No matter how good you are.
No matter how good you are.
Nope.
You know, it does not matter. There are plenty of people that have played there once or twice that are great musicians and great people, but we don't want them back because they were trouble to deal with. There are other people that aren't great musicians, but they're fun. The crowd likes them, we like them, and they're very easy to deal with. So we have him back.
So I mean, I'm hearing the relationship.
Speaking of my strengths, boy. It's how I pay the bills.
Yes.
And I would say if I could give some advice to young musicians, it would be go meet the sound man, introduce yourself, be prepared. You know, if you can draw out a plot map of what instruments you have, what your desires are.
Plot map.
So you draw out a stage plot and you go, okay, the bass player's here and he needs a DI, and the singer is here.
The drummer needs a vocal mic as well.
Drummer needs a vocal mic.
Else,
you know, I need a stool to put my harmonicas
and
on.
Give that to your
Give
sound
that to
man.
the sound guy. But the biggest thing is walk over and shake his hand, look him in the eye, and say, "I'm looking forward to this."
Right.
That's cool. Yeah.
I read that in a book by Bob Brosman, who's a really world-renowned bottleneck slide guitarist who plays a difficult style of guitar to mic and national style. And when he wrote this, there were no pickups for those guitars. It was always stick a mic in front of it. And he's in his opening chapter of how to use a national guitar live, he was like, look across the room, see that guy with all the buttons? That's the sound man. Go to the bar, buy a beer, walk over, get his name. It's probably Kurt. And it's just like, it was this hilarious thing, you know. It's
That's
like,
good.
And he's like, this is going to be your best friend or your worst enemy, and it's up to you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just the way it is when you walk, because you walk into a room, the sound man doesn't know you.
Right.
He doesn't know if you're a prima donna or if you're unprepared or whatever. So it's your job to walk in with the confidence and the purpose to hand him what he needs to do to make you sound good. Because he don't look good if you don't sound good.
Right.
But you don't sound good unless he knows how to make you sound good.
Right.
And he wants to make you sound
And
good.
he wants, because they got that suck knob.
Sound guy always wants to make you sound good. The simpler you keep it, the easier it is for his job, which makes you sound better.
And
And again,
back to
open
the
communication.
relationship.
It's open communication.
I mean,
Communicate.